life at Earth changed. First things first, let me introduce you to my world. I'm a U.S. fighter pilot, a DJ, and a samurai. Everything was everything until the Tulsa event, an alien invasion of Earth from an advanced and violent race of reptoids we weren't prepared to handle. Then if that wasn't bad enough, giant weaponized Tulsan reptoids tore through the planet. After being attacked by renegade reptoid beings, the civilians of Earth adopted a warrior's way of life, the way of the samurai. A military weapons maker and I formed a giant robot team. As our giant battle bots won the war against the reptoids, our world was drastically changed. Scores of military robot teams popped up across the world. Now there are tons of teams fighting for the top spot. I'm just looking for a few good warriors to build a team called Samurai Supreme.
Commander's Log. Things are well. In light of the information learned from the Kibalon documentary, Commander's Log. Youth interest in Samurai Superior has skyrocketed. But first things first, we must secure teammates that have already added value. The first person that comes to mind, Captain Cowboy Dan. My main man, Cowboy Dan. Good to see you. I'm so glad you showed up for the meeting. Look, I'm going to just cut to the chase. I want you to join the team.
I'm going to tell you something important about Samurai Jackson.
Okay, sounds kind of important. We can't talk right here. Look, let's head over here. So, what's this you want to tell me about Samurai Jackson? I really want to cut to the chase and get to... I still don't think this is the right place for us to discuss this. What I really want to primarily talk to you about
Damn, I don't know how I'm going to tell you about Samurai Jackson.
Will you join Samurai Superior? That sounds like that's a matter that we could take care of later. Look.
Damn, I seen Samurai Jackson out on another planet.
The number one thing I want to talk about is, will you join Samurai Superior?
I'll join your team if you give me that rematch.
Okay, I'll give you your rematch, but just join the team.
I want that rematch because I got a new robot.
Diary active. Commander's Log. In my recruitment of Cowboy Dan, his extreme reaction explaining or his attempt to explain something about Samurai Jackson got my attention. I will get to the core of the issue, but I'm currently deciding between different storylines to document for the Emperor and the Kibalan. The current story I'm thinking about, the geisha and the h.e.r.o.
Yo, Jones, I need to holler at you. Listen, I got a couple of business ventures you need to be aware of for certain reasons, and some opportunities that might involve you.
Yeah, I'm wrapping up some personal business. I'm not far away. I'll meet you at headquarters.
What do you prefer, socks or no socks? You got socks, no socks?
I like socks, bro.
You like socks?
Yeah.
I don't like to clip my toenails that often. I don't know if it's a personal thing, but like I find that like scraggly toenails are kind of like growing your hair out, you know what I mean? Like they keep a certain amount of your oeuvre that you might want to hold on to. Like I like to hold on to as much oeuvre as possible. Anywho, the reason I asked you up here in the middle of this impromptu for jam is I need you to do bust a side mission with me, buddy. I need you to come to Mars.
Right. What's happening on Mars?
Well, I'm almost embarrassed to admit this, but I broke into my ex's place. I took the robot geisha's hard drives so that I could create a new humanoid robot called h.e.r.o.
Humanoid, energetic, robotic organisms. During the last few Tolston invasions, Samurai Jackson and I noticed the DNA upgrades of the Tolston were superhuman. It had superhumanoid physiques. Samurai Jackson told me he had robot sets off in the desert powered by lava lamps, but he told me he needs the human touch.
So what's the side mission thing we talking about? So what you...
Well, we gotta get up there.
Okay.
And we gotta recover the evidence of me breaking in.
So we gotta go commit another crime to cover up a crime.
You gotta cover up a crime by committing a crime. Listen, I got into crime a few years back. I'll be honest with you, it wasn't my first foray a few years back. I've probably been doing it since childhood, literally. You know what I mean? But in no sort of malicious way. You know what I mean? I was always a nefarious type in my personal time, but fairly reputable in my office hours. You know what I mean? Like if you say, Anton, can you be here from 2 to 6? I'll be there. I'm not gonna be sober. You know what I'm saying? Like you asked for 2 to 6. It's a lot of hours in the day before 2, dog.
That's why you're great in R&D. That's why you're great in starting your own company and doing research and development.
I'll be there from 2 to 6 the next day, if the job calls for it. You know what I mean? I've got something in my pocket for that too. Matter of fact, where's my... Hey, I'm bullshit. You wanna see some of this space dust I got?
Felix the cat.
Felix the motherfucking cat, baby. Hold on, wait, oh. I'm not supposed to talk about this here. Listen. It's not important what I can do, all right? What's important is what I need you to do, right?
Okay, so I guess we're gonna need a couple of guys for the mission. We gotta recruit a couple of all-stars or whatever.
All-stars?
So what we need about like 3 or 4 guys for the mission?
3, 4. I wouldn't go more than 4.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just because that takes a lot of camera time.
Commander's log. Samurai Jackson has devised a plan.
We gotta do a mission to Mars. All right?
A mission. On the surface, based on information, new exotic robots that may or may not pose a threat to Earth remains to be seen.
There's all kinds of shit to do there. It's a smorgasbord of activity. It's like the food court of space.
On the other hand, it could be a simple case of I can't get over my ex, which has extinction level ramifications. Unrequited love with Earth-ending ramifications.
Hey, Samurai Jones, I gotta tell you something important.
All right, come on, let's take a walk. I know you've been trying to tell me this for a while, actually for a few days, but I have a lot going on. I'm trying to get this mission together. What do you want to talk to me about?
I seen Samurai Jackson on another planet doing weird shit.
As a leader of the team, I got a whole lot I'm juggling. We gotta check out and test these new robots before we leave for Mars. Okay, again, this sounds like a really important topic. Keep catching me at the weird times. I'm really trying to get this mission up. You sure I can't convince you to come along on the mission?
I can't do the Mars mission, but I can do the robots.
Tell you what, right after this mission, we're gonna have a serious sit down and have a talk about this. Sounds like it's getting increasingly important. Make sure right after this mission, we get together, all right? I'm gonna catch up with you right after this. Make sure you're at the robot battle. See you later. Jackson, I ain't trying to get hurt. Let's get this over with quick.
Damn, Walkie Samurai John, I know you. I'm gonna take a shot on you, gentlemen.
Cowboy, shut the fuck up. Age brings wisdom.
Told you I was gonna get you one. Damn, Walkie, I'm about to strike a nerve.
One thing about me, I always come back.
I need a new robot. Damn, Jones, good fight.
Diary active. Commander's log. The single warrior's rule. The non-married samurai warrior rule seems to have been compromised in more ways than one. The rule that samurai be single and single-minded for war purposes has been broken. I know during peace times it's hard not to find a special someone. Samurai Jackson and Samurai Sal sparked up a romance, trauma bonding over war, and fell in love. I can't blame them. Yet, the situation Samurai Jackson has us in, of course, a secret and untold story we have yet to see. This is exactly why I have this rule in place. This is also why I attacked the Tolstons and advanced the opportunity for love. Peters, welcome. Glad you came. Relax. I know I don't always call one-on-one meetings, but I want you to relax. Look, the last time we met with Samurai Jackson, I felt a strange energy. He's always acting weird or wild or whatever, but this time it was something different, like he was hiding something that he's definitely not telling us and is possibly dangerous. I don't have to tell you what's at stake when it comes to this company. Billions of dollars and people's safety and livelihoods at stake. I definitely can't risk taking a chance with the Tolstons and he's not telling us the complete truth and it's just a side trip. So this is what I figured I'm gonna do. Samurai Jackson gave us the lava lamps. Okay. I'm gonna take full advantage of the lava lamps. The lava lamps.
Transmorphification.
Yeah, transmorphification. So what I decided to do was, instead of risking a lot of manpower for a side mission that I, 2 lava lamps and 2 robots, we go ahead to Mars and have a discussion with the robot geisha. Maybe we can recruit her and get her on our side and kind of head off the path a nasty conflict that can occur, because Samurai Jackson handles conflict a completely different way. So I want to look at this conflict resolution in the best way possible. So what I thought about was you'd be a great diplomat and a person that can represent us, not Samurai Jackson. Now, Lava Lamp can come along to guide you on the trip, not you, but your Lava Lamp. And
We got to
get
see
up out of
behind
here.
the veil.
See what it do. Peace. Diary active. Commander's secret log. Diary, I ain't gonna hold you. This some bullshit. This some extra special bullshit. Bullshit with sprinkles and French toast whipped cream and Mary Cherry Chino on top. Oh shit, the Tolstons. Fuck, I thought this was gonna be easy. Alright. Where's he going? Alright, look, we gotta outrun him. Look here. As I distract one of them, stay to the left of the satellite station.
Jones, that's the plan. You want to let the rest of the crew on the plan? What's this valley? What's this place?
That's kind of an important question, so keep shooting. It's the energy mine where we get the exotic sources for the new robots. It's just owned by the Tolstons.
Jones, you said no more mercenary.
I know. Keep going.
Jackson, why you lie, man?
I know.
Jones, is this a mercenary call?
Okay, no more mercenary calls today. Alright, man, calm down. Alright. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just messing with you. Diary active. Captain's log. So out of the frying pan into the fire. According to research, the Lonely Geisha is one of the largest Martian outposts, and we are not welcome here. This is owned by Robin Gaither, better known as the Robot Geisha. She says she didn't want us here, but she'll give us one shot at discussion at dawn at the Martian refinery. The upside, I do get to see what type of possibilities exist with exotic robots. The Robot Geisha design is impressive, sexy, pure genius. I need that on the team. As a leader, this is one of those times one has to adapt. A Hail Mary, a U-turn, like my guy Kevin Galvine used to say. When you're driving the wrong way in LA, you gotta flip a bitch. This situation gives gravity to what Cowboy Dan was talking about. Something to consider.
What are you gonna say to her?
Look, bitch, let me pick up my friend and get out the way.
We should keep it cordial to prevent conflict.
Hey, Samurai Superior, you're right here.
We're diplomatic robots. Let's talk to
You're
her.
wasting your time. According to her database, she just wants to fight.
Samurai Superior is interested in your awesome robot.
Your teammate, Samurai Jackson, hacked my satellite and stole vital information. For that, he has to
According to her
pay.
database, you're wasting your time. She just wants to fight.
Shut up! You You don't have a dog in this race.
You really ain't much in trouble. We gotta squaring up.
Hey, we came to peace, stop the violence.
You come in peace, you'll leave in pieces.
Hey, I don't fight women, but you're cruising for a bruising, woman.
Ooh, this disabled robot.
Look, Mr. Geisha. We're just interested in your awesome robotics. Hey, Lava. My sister's dissected another robot. Is that yours?
That ain't my body. I didn't design this shit.
Take him down.
Help us. Damn, that's a big robot. Yo, Jackson,
I want you built for combat.
Stand down. Stand down. I did not square up for war. We were ready for the Tolstoys.
Samurai Superior and backup warships are on their way here. We came in peace. We're not looking for trouble. We're just trying to extend an apology and a lucrative offer.
Greetings, Robin Gaither, also known as the Robot Geisha. I'm Samurai Jones, the leader and proprietor for Samurai Superior, Defenders of Earth. Our teammate, Samurai Jackson, has exacted behavior unbecoming of a samurai. To that, we extend our most humble apologies as a team. As a leader, I will do everything in my power to support and enhance the divine feminine. We are offering 500 million Earth dollars for you to join our team. Samurai Superior have experienced firsthand your excellence in robotics. You and your team would be great allies in our fight against the Tolstoys throughout the galaxy.
I accept your apology and will strongly consider your substantial offer.
Seeing how you fought the B team, you didn't fight the first stringers. Come to Earth, let's finish our negotiations, and perhaps you can compete in the duel in the desert too. We'll have royal accommodations waiting for you. See you on Earth.
Thank you. We will continue this when I move my team to Earth. I look forward to our teamwork.
The other storyline I thought about documenting is the biggest story of all. Triggered by a young soldier. Sparked by a young soldier who asked me, what was the world like before the Tolstoys? What event triggered the Tolstoy War? An event I was at the epicenter of. Another war came before the Tolstoy invasion. The trigger point I'm very well aware of, which I was at the eye of the storm, was the intergalactic ninja war. My identity and walk of life was the life of a super ninja, also a hip-hop reggae artist. My life as a super ninja overshadowed my music ambitions. What started out as jacking a few revenge plots turned into a full-scale ninja war. What attracted the Tolstoys to Earth was the harvesting and feeding off of the human spirit, the super seed. The super ninja has the super seed. This intergalactic ninja war attracted the Tolstoys, creating a feeding frenzy on Earth. The super ninja or super seed have super spirits. And this is fine dining cuisine for the reptilians feeding off of the human light. In conclusion, as I summarize this session, there are many storylines that I could tell, numerous. I will give it some thought. And when I do tell the next story, it will be epic.